Hi friend, welcome to CZ video tutorial. My name is Shandip Basha and thanks for finding me. In this video tutorial I'm gonna teach you how to create a HDR image in the 3D editing software. You can find or you can download the .hdr or .exr image in the website, such kind of HDR lab or HDR heaven. But do you know how did they make it? So let's go how to make it. First, open 3D editing software. This is a Blender open source 3D editing software. If you can use the other kind of 3D software, the process and technique is the same. Just follow this technique. So to follow this technique, you can make the HDR or EXR file. You can this is the HDR in day and this is the HDR in Studio Light. So HDR by Blender at day. This file size 12.9 MB. You can create the HDR image or use file, or you can create a small file HDR image. Just this is a this file size 3.98 MB. Is the HDRI by Blender in the Studio Light, and this is the Daylight. This is the HDR image. We download it from HDR lab. This is a small HDR image 4.31. Just like this. This is the HDR image.exr, and this is the same image, just different. What is the different .hdr and .exr? This is the same, but the file format is just different. Just like a movie format, you can find it .flv or you can find it .mov, .mp4. The file is the same, but the format is just like a different format, just like this. So let's go. This is Blender, and please focus your eyes in this screencast. So right click and use the roller button. So at first, there is a 3D software. At first, Shift A, and at first add a camera. From there, add a camera. This is the camera, and add a light. Just add a lamp, just the sun lamp, or you can add any of the thing from here. Add menu, or this is the tool menu. Go there and add point of light, sun of light, sun, any kind of thing you can add here. And we add here the Suzani, the trademark character of Blender Foundation. Just add a Suzani tool, smooth it, and add a subdivision subsurface by pressing Ctrl plus number pad 1. Or you can direct go to the modifier panel and add subdivision subsurface, and Okay, right here. And this is the go to the node editors. This is the node editor, or you can just use the shortcut key shift function F3. This is the HDR image, HDR Studio. We created it. Just hit enter. Add a mesh light. Go to the material editor, emission, and this this is the render engine named Cycle Render Engine. You cannot create the HDR image by using the Blender internal render engine. You can create it using the Cycle Render Engine. Just grab it in z-axis and just shift Z or to render view. Okay, this is a HDR image. And finally the HDR image. Okay, HDR image, and if you delete it, just change the HDR image. Okay, HDR image, and just change the EXR and daylight. Just change the strength. Okay, I hope you can you understand it better what I will want to say. Just add a sun lamp. Just go to the font view, right click this, and change the okay. This is the HDR image. Let's go how it will create. Just disconnect it. Just and X. Go to the top view, press 5 to ortho view, and drag your cursor in center. Shift A, plane, you can create here the mesh light. So go to the material section and add emission, change it to 60, change it 60, select the camera, cursor to selected, and make the cursor in 3D cursor. Select the mesh light, scale, just scale, Shift D to duplicate, rotate, Shift D again to duplicate, to rotate, and Shift D to rotate. Just move it in other layer. Scale, just scale it, just scale it up. Okay, select the camera, okay, go to the camera property section and field view to 90. Go to the change the perspective, panoramic to perspective, and change the equal angle, and press N to property panel, and so let's go. It's not factor. Now go to the render view. It's okay. This is like a HDR mesh, just like this. This is the HDR mesh, the render preview mode. So again hold plus Z to deactivate render preview, and just go to the render property panel and just change the file format. The default file format was PNG. Just change it OpenEXR, OpenEXR Radiance HDR. Just we use here the OpenEXR and full float, not float half, full float, zip slash. So when you render it, just save it just like a .exr. So we save here .exr. So now we make Daylight HDR. This was the Studio Light HDR. The Studio Light. Now we make the Daylight. Delete it. Go to the move to the first layer and go to the node editor and add this is a tool panel. You can add here any kind of shader, any kind of, just add a sky texture, or you can go Just type sky texture. This is the same process. The software is very user friendly, or you can go to here, color texture, this texture. You can find it, the sky texture here. If you know all the nodes, you can go the shift P plus S, hit the S and type any kind of node as you like to add here. Just add a texture coordinate. There's a texture coordinate and the mapping texture coordinate and a texture coordinate to generate it. Just link it in background node. So go to the world preview. This was the HDR. Just find this was the and this is the sky. And change the strength. 1.2 is something like select the camera, again cursor to selected, go to the and make the cursor 3D cursor, select the Suzanne, shift D to duplicate and rotate in Z axis, press -90. Again shift D to duplicate, hit enter, press R to rotate, and Z axis, press Z and press number pad -90. Again follow this technique, shift D, hit enter, press R, press Z and press number pad -90. It's okay. Now we add lamp, sun lamp, font view, rotate, go to the side view, press R to rotate, and change it to 3. And render preview, just hold the shift and Z. Okay, just now you delete the ground. Just like this. EXR just like this. This is the same HDR. is the same, and this time to save it in OpenEXR full float lossless in zip. So go to the UV image editor, just F3, save. You can change it OpenEXR, type the file name. This is OpenEXR, type the file name and hit save as image. Just follow this route. At the last of this moment, we are requested you just please share this tutorial as soon as possible. So thanks for watching, take care, God bless you, see you again.